God dang it. Hello.
Hello. All right then.
What does it mean to you to be Defensive Player of the Month?
It's an honor. I've been fortunate enough to be playing some good ball. I'm definitely happy about it, but there's still a lot of football to be played as well. It's great to get the accolade or whatnot for the month, but again, we still got 2 more months of football, and at the end of the year, if we're the last team standing, then it'd be that much more, I guess, in a sense of receiving it.
Did you tweak anything, make any adjustments to your game that has led to the success you've had to this point?
Other than just playing freely and not really caring, just going out there and having fun. I think breaking down film and all these different things. I've been doing that the last few years, but I'm just out there just having a blast, honestly, and it's just showing up in my play, I guess.
Is that different from years past?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that go on with guys that most people don't recognize from, contract situations, not wanting to get hurt and all these different things. And sometimes that can slow you down. But like I said, these last couple of years, I just like the heck with it. Just play ball and everything else will play itself out.
Have you been in touch with Michael Bennett?
Of course, right after surgery, like not even 20 minutes after surgery. We FaceTimed and whatnot. I've talked to him a few times, and he's doing good. He'll be back in town tomorrow, I believe.
Does he still talk the same way under anesthesia that he does normally?
He actually does. It talks more, actually. I'm like, you're high right now, bro. But yeah, Mike is Mike. Medicine, none of that stuff is going to change who he is. And Mike is going to be himself.
You're not a guy who's gotten a lot of these kind of awards, though. Never made the Pro Bowl, things like that. I mean, do you?
Rub it in.
I'm just bring it out. I mean, do you hope something like this leads to more? I mean, do you care about that kind of stuff, or?
I mean, I'm going on. This is my 9th year in the NFL. That in itself is a blessing. You know what I mean? So, if you get the accolades, it's cool. But my main focus is winning football games. Control what you can control. All the other stuff, that's you guys and fans and different things like that. Those are the people that pick those stuff. So I'm waiting on 1 million votes. I'm in for a long, for a wait. So. It is what it is. I'm just keep playing ball, and if I win a Super Bowl, that's better than any other accolade you can win.
The desire to rebuild homes in Haiti, what's been the reaction to that, and have you had others kind of reach out to you interested in potential work?
Well, Elvis Dumerville, linebacker for the Ravens, should I say, he's also Haitian, and he pledged to build 58 homes in Haiti last year. He reached to me and was asking this summer, did I want to be a part of it? And I was, well, I'm building a school right now. Maybe once I'm done, we'll figure something out. But then the hurricane hit, and I was like, wow, I need to get involved now. And we came up with this plan of, just, hey, build a house for every sack. You know what I mean? And that's kind of been the goal. And then other guys they got their own little thing going. We have companies now that have involved where, now not only is it 1 sack, every time I get a sack, but there's a company that's matching it for 2. So it's 3 going up for every sack, So it's cool to be able to use your platform to be able to help so many other people, and that's what I want to continue to keep doing.
What's the company?
It's on my Twitter. I can't remember.
How will you the families that get the houses? How does that work?
So it's very transparent. The News Story, which is the foundation that goes out there, they videotape everything. They let you see when the people move in or whatnot. But we're planning on hopefully around the same time I go back to go check on the school and the progress of the school that I'm building. We're planning on going to the areas where we said we're going to build these homes. So hopefully around the April, May time is when these homes will start. They'll be finished and people will be moving in. And I want to process as well.
Anything else?
Yes. Looking at the Bills' run game, what makes them so challenging?
McCoy is a beast. McCoy and the running back, the quarterback. But they just do some great things. He's very elusive. He can make you miss in the open field. He's fast. He's quick. So I think him is what makes that offense run. And if we can slow him down and stop him, we have a better chance of winning the game.
Have any sense at all of any pressing on the defense because of the offensive struggles?
Repeat this first part of it.
Any sense of pressing by some of the defensive players because the offense is struggling?
No. I mean, our job as defensive players is to give the offense the ball as many times as possible, no matter how many times we have to do it. I don't even pay attention to it, honestly. If it's time for defense to play, let's go make something happen, get turnovers, and score on defense. If we really want to help, that's the best way to do it, is get turnovers and stop their offense and give the offense the ball as many times as possible. And that's our goal. We don't worry about anything else. We know they're going to get it clicking. We have tons and tons of weapons over there. When they get going, hey, everybody needs to be careful. Watch out. But right now, again, it's giving them the ball as many times as possible.
Did you happen to ask Earl what was up with hugging the ref?
I didn't ask him, but when I seen it, I was like, yeah, that's Earl right there. I mean, in the heat of the game, man, like, you're allowed to do anything, and obviously, he hugged the ref. So when I seen it, though, I thought it was pretty funny, and he didn't mean anything by it. He was just excited. No love for the refs, I guess.
Going back to the stuff you're doing in Haiti, how much did losing your father kind of motivate you to get more involved there?
That plays a little bit of factor into just wanting to get involved. But I think also just being mature and being able to – I've been fortunate enough to be able to help my immediate family here, and it was – I look back and I'm like, well, there's tons and tons of people that need help in Haiti. So why not, try to help them out as much as possible? So it's just a mature thing. But my dad did play a little bit a factor into that, though.
You guys had some goal line stands last week, I think it was the week before, too. What is the mentality when your defense is back so far up against your own end zone like that?
Bend but don't break. I know that's what I'm yelling to them. I'm like, hey, bend but don't break. Yeah, they just went 40, 50 yards on us. But the red zone, is our area. Bend but don't break. And the guys showed up, just watching the film, Rube, Tony, and all these guys, just knocking guys back and making plays left and right. You see Brock Coyle diving over, the pile or whatnot. Like, that's our mentality once we get down there. Bend but don't break, and we've been fortunate enough to stop them, a few times.
What would you think? Percy Harvin signed. I know you played against him a lot in Detroit. What would your thought be if you run into him?
I said he would come back the week we play them. But Percy's still young, so I'm not surprised that he's coming out of retirement. I'm pretty sure he still has a lot in the tank. He probably needed some time off to heal up or something. So we'll see if he plays. Hopefully he's not, but we'll see. And if he does, we'll handle it accordingly.
How effective do you think he can be? Having just come out of retirement, you're playing several weeks in a row. It takes you a while to get there. How effective do you think someone off the street can be?
Depends on if you're in shape. He's a wide receiver, so if you're in shape and you can catch, you got a good chance of playing, I guess. When he was here, we were like, oh man, he's like the Bugatti. You just game day. You know what I mean? So it's kind of the same thing. They brought their Bugatti. They went and got him a Bugatti, I guess. I don't know.
How much motivation do you think he has to play against you guys?
I don't know. I think sometimes you guys might think guys have motivation to play a certain team or whatnot. I don't know if he really. I think he just wants to play football. I don't know if it's necessarily just against the Seahawks. I just think he wants to be back on the football field.
A couple years removed now, what's your memory of him?
Who, Percy? I had nothing but hats off to Percy. He was a heck of a ball player. And I think injuries kind of slowed him down a little bit while he was here. But he was a great teammate. I never had any issues with him. I used to hang out with him. Great dude.
Anything else? Thank you.
Awesome.